Hello students, welcome again. Students, in today's lecture, we want to discuss this poem La Belle Dame sans Merci, written by a popular romantic poet John Keats. Today, I am going to present a critical analysis and the summary of this poem. Before we discuss the poem stanza-wise, let me tell you that John Keats, who lived during the 19th century, in the beginning of the 19th century, has been considered as one of the most important romantic poets who lived during the period of romantic revival in English literature. This poem, La Belle Dame sans Merci, it has a French title. If you translate that into English, then the translation is The Lady Without Mercy. So the title itself tells us that here the poet John Keats talks about a lady who is a merciless woman, who has no mercy, who has no pity for the man. The central idea of the poem is the destructive power of love and beauty. Generally we consider the idea of love as beautiful, as pleasant. Love gives us a pleasant feeling, but here John Keats has presented the same love in a negative manner, and here he has presented the destructive power of love and beauty. The poem is written in 12 stanzas. All are quatrains. It is a ballad. You know that ballad is always written in quatrains and it tells a story. So here also we have a story of a lady and of a knight. So now let's begin to discuss the poem stanza wise. In stanza 1, the poet writes, "Oh, what can ail thee, knight at arms, alone and palely loitering? The sage has withered from the lake and no birds sing." In the beginning of the poem, the poet asks the knight, "What makes you so pale? What makes you so lonely? Why are you unhappy?" So this question is asked to the knight in the first stanza. In stanza number 2, the same question continues and the poet asks, "What makes you so unhappy? What can ail thee?" Ail means pain. What makes you so painful? Okay, the squirrel's granary is full and the harvest is done. The farmer is happy because he has harvested the crop. The squirrel is also happy because it has collected enough food. So why are you so unhappy? In stanza number 3, again the poet asks the knight, "I see a lily on thy brow." Thy means your, brow. Brow means eyebrow. "I see a lily on your eyebrow with anguish." Anguish means suffering. Your face is looking so full of suffering. Okay, your cheeks are looking like fading roses. Here the poet has used a metaphor. The cheeks have been presented as the fading roses. Okay, in stanza number 4, now the knight replies. He says that, "I met a lady in the meads." Meads is a short form of meadow. Meadow means a ground covered by green grass. I met a lady in that green grass ground, full beautiful. That lady was so beautiful, a fairy's child. Here also there is a metaphor. The lady has been compared to a fairy's child. Her hair was long, her foot was light, and her eyes were wild. So this is how he describes the beautiful lady. In stanza number 5, he says that, "I made a garland for her head and bracelet too." So the knight prepares a bracelet which can be gifted to a lady, and he also makes a garland which he gifts to the lady as a token of love. Okay, in stanza number 6, he says that, "I set her on my pacing steed." Steed means a horse, and nothing else so all day long. For sidelong would she bend and sing a fairy's song. You see mark the rhyming words long and song. They are rhyming with each other. In short, he says that the knight and the lady, they started riding together on a horse. The ladies sang some melodious songs on the way. In stanza number 7, he says that she found me roots of relish sweet and honey wild and manna dew. When on the way the knight was hungry, the lady gave him some sweet roots to eat with wild honey and manna dew. Now manna dew, here there is an allusion. Allusion means some reference to some old text. Here the poet has referred to the Old Testament Bible. Here in Bible you come across this word manna dew. Manna dew is a kind of a liquid. It's a kind of a drink which makes you strong. Okay. She spoke in some strange language and said that she loved him truly. In stanza number 8, she took me to her elfin grot. Now the lady takes the knight to a mysterious place where she was residing, where she was living. That is known as elfin grot. And there she wept and sighed full sore. She now starts crying. She now starts weeping. Okay, the knight tries to calm her down by kissing her eyes. In stanza 9, the knight goes to sleep and there he saw a dream. What happens in the dream? I saw pale kings and princes too. In his dream, the knight sees some princes, some kings and some warriors. Okay, and they were crying together, La Belle Dame sans Merci. Remember the lady with whom you have fallen in love. That lady is a lady pitiless and merciless. In stanza 11, he says that I saw their starved lips in the gloom. Their lips were starved lips, okay, with horrid warning gaped wide. They were widely, their mouths were wide and they were giving me a warning that you have fallen in love with a wrong woman. Stanza number 12 brings the conclusion of the poem and he says that he is alone and pale because of that mysterious magical lady who has deserted him. No birds are singing now and the grass has also withered. So all in all, it is a story about the meeting of a knight and a mysterious lady where the knight loses his power. What are the major themes presented by John Keats? The most important theme, the most important idea is the destructive power of love. This poem, as I told you, is a ballad which explores the theme of love, of attraction and of the destructive power of love and beauty. The knight falls in love with this mysterious lady, but that leads to his downfall. Another important idea is attraction versus deception. All that glitters is never gold. Okay, सब कुछ जो अच्छा दिखता है वो अच्छा होता नहीं है. The knight is attracted by the physical beauty and the physical charm of that mysterious lady, but that only becomes the reason of his downfall. So sometimes you are attracted to something or someone, but that attraction may be deceptive attraction. Romanticism is another theme. John Keats, we know, is a romantic poet and that's why he has presented the theme of love, and that theme of love makes this poem a romantic poem. Moreover, some supernatural elements like the lady who is a mysterious and magical lady, that also makes this poem a romantic poem. Moreover, physical beauty and the sensuousness or sensuous attraction of the knight towards that lady also makes it a romantic poem. All in all, we can conclude that La Belle Dame Sans Merci is indeed a romantic ballad which narrates the story of the knight and a mysterious lady, and it presents the theme of the destructive power of love. The main idea is that all that glitters is not gold.